She up here talking about some, oh, she mad at old boy for moving a baby mama in while she out in Florida. You're literally sitting on OchoCinco's lap in this video or in this picture. You were already going.
Okay, so if you can introduce yourself.
Bitch, please.
Y'all know who the fuck I am.
Welcome back to another episode on Oh So Chanel with your girl Deanna Chanel. It's time for me to get into more things that I feel strongly about. Love, life, living your dreams, going to shoot for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But today something really just rubbed me the wrong way. I saw this video on TikTok as I was scrolling, which you know how TikTok goes. I mean, it's easy to see something that rubs you the wrong way. But as I'm one of those lover girls. I believe in God. I believe in love. You know what I'm saying? It don't talk about feeding for people in their pockets in the Bible. So when it comes to, I don't know, love and life, I guess we just have a matter of different opinions when it comes to like the people that be talking on social media. But that's why I'm speaking right now, because that's why women, I feel like, get so stumped as to why they're not seeing a great return on love, because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I hate the word opportunist because my mother called me one, but I've never wanted to use the word so much in my life. But this girl, I'm going to play this video. And as I play this video, I'm going to list just a few just words and points. That way I can piggyback and use those same points to not really argue. It's not really no judgment, but I guess, even making this video is judgment in itself. But it's just, it has stuff to do with, Shira 7 and stuff. And I know that's a fan base in itself, but I'm not that type of girl. I will never be, a money-based type of girl, because that would insinuate that somebody can flash a few dollars in your motherfucking face and they can just do whatever. And I don't like that price. If the price of love means putting your heart, mind, soul into something, that means so much more, because not a lot of people are willing to give that or put that on the line, which is why money, I'm not saying money isn't anything, and I'm not saying don't go for your partner, don't go for a shitty broke partner. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like we be missing a lot of other few factors, when we talk about this stuff. But anyway, let me play this video. And this is my first I don't know. I'm learning my processes. So I'm learning how to clip this. So I'm going to try and clip it up there, but let's go through this together.
Every time I get on here and I hear people getting upset about what Shira 7 says, or I see women saying, oh, we should not teach young women to care about money when dating, or to date men with money, I'm going to explain something to you. In this photo right here, I was 23 years old. I went to Miami with my friend. At the time, I was talking to this dude. I had the biggest crush on him since I was in high school. He was just the most beautiful man in the world to me, right? I had no children. He had kids, baby mamas, whatever, right? This was when I still believed in the illusion of love the way that we're taught to love, right? Love somebody for themselves and all that other mumbo jumbo, okay? Went to Miami with my friend. We go to one of those restaurants where you know how they got the outdoor seating, you on the street, and the man straight up told us, he said, OchoCinco is in here. He was trying to get people to come because it was early in the day and there wasn't a lot of people out on the street. We go, we sit down. This is OchoCinco. Now, you can tell by my demeanor, I was very shy, very naive, so I wasn't speaking to him. I'm like, this nigga not gonna talk to me. He spoke to us and he was like, hey, do you want a picture? He asked me, that's OchoCinco. He asked me, do you have a boyfriend? What did my dumb ass say? Yeah, I got a boyfriend. While I was in Miami, that man moved his baby mama and his kids into his parents' home with him. And I turned down OchoCinco. That changed the entire trajectory of my life. Okay, professional bag fumbler right there. You see her? Do you see her? So when women get on here and they say, oh, Shira we shouldn't be teaching the young girls today for money. Yes, the fuck we should. I had women in my family warn me, but I never had anybody break it down the way that Shira 7 is breaking it down today. And that's all. This is all I ever think about. When I see y'all disagreeing, if you're young and you're cute, and you're, even if you got children, you don't even need to be childless, because at this point, that's neither here nor there. That's my personal life. You don't have to even be childless to implement the things that Shira 7 says, but implement them. Listen to her.
Okay, so what got me with this is she started talking about this illusion of love, right? So I thought that she was gonna really go somewhere with this, but in this point, she had talked about like her boyfriend who she was going for because he was really good looking, superficial. Who gives a fuck if he was good looking? Nobody gives a fuck. I mean, I understand that attractiveness, that is a big thing, but who gives a fuck? Then she said, I don't know if I spelled superficial right, but I'm hoping that I did. She said he was a baby daddy. She dropped her standards, unless that she's okay with that, but that never seemed like that was a good idea to begin with. Um, sitting. That's what I wanted to say. She up here talking about she mad at old boy for moving a baby mama in while she out in Florida. You're literally sitting on OchoCinco's lap in this video or in this picture. You were already going. All it took was OchoCinco say, "Hey, you gonna come back to the crib?" Or I don't know if he already put. I mean, let's not act like you were not fiending. I'm sorry, but a woman who's in love is not sitting on another man's lap. It don't matter if that man got some money or not. A woman of morals, fuck out of here with that shit. And that's that shit that be pissing me off with people. How are you gonna talk about this illusion of love? You gave your own self the illusion of love. You're asking for something that you're not even giving the man. Like, yeah, I would have betrayed your ass too. Look at what you're doing. All it took was a few little dollars. Not saying that you slept with OchoCinco, but look at what you did. That's crazy to me. And she was talking about how she a dumbass for that. I looked at you for a dumbass for a few other things, but that I know I'm going hard, but that's just crazy to me. And we always talk about men, and I can't talk about men because I'm not in their head. Like, I don't know them. But women, sometimes I see so many videos about us reacting and doing things, and I'm like, how did that even make sense? Like, be so for real. And then he had a baby mama. And then you up here talking about you turned down OchoCinco. Please, I think OchoCinco gets women out the mud. I really feel like we see the podcast that he got with Mr. Sharp or whatever. You turned down OchoCinco. Ain't nobody tripping about that. Anyway, bag fumbled. Why do y'all put a price on everything? That's why you can only get to a certain level. That's that devilish shit. You cannot put a price tag on everything in life. You cannot put a price tag on love. I can tell you that. You are looking for the wrong things. We are quite literally sitting in the devil's realm. This is going to be very hard for you to find something true love that is God based. You're gonna have to think quite outside of what you're sitting in this day-to-day life. I'm gonna replay back this video just in case I missed anything else.
Every time I get on here and I hear people getting upset about what Shira 7 says, or I see women saying, "Oh, we should not teach young women to care about money when dating or to date men with money," I'm gonna explain something to you. In this photo right here, I was 23 years old. I went to my
I just want to say one great point as well. Just being a black woman and being in society, I don't even think that we think about the fact that if we always tell white people to consider excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you like that, but we always tell white people to consider the fact that, oh, slavery wasn't that long ago. Why do we never consider that amongst our people? Y'all be trying to sit here and act like our black men supposed to be out here working by themselves, and you just supposed to be sitting up at the house not doing shit. Our people just got out the fucking shacks. If you want me to be so for real, you need to be working. There is no such thing as retirement for our people right now. You don't even need to think about that. So for y'all to sit here and be so money based, so greedy, you got so much work to do. Clearly up here, but even more even more so out here. The nerve. It's absolutely the nerve.
Family with my friend. At the time, I was talking to this dude. I had the biggest crush on him since I was in high school. He was just the most beautiful man in the world to me, right? I had no children.
Stop being lustful. Stop being superficial. Looks are not everything. And I'm saying that as a beautiful person.
To love, right? Love somebody for themselves and all that other number love. Okay? Went to Miami with my friend. We go to one of those restaurants where you know how they got the outdoor seating on the street. And man straight up told us, he said, OchoCinco is in here. He was trying to get people to come because it was early in the day and there wasn't a lot of people out on the street. We go, we sit down. This is OchoCinco. Now you can tell by my demeanor, I was very shy.
She talking about this is OchoCinco. Who gives a fuck about who OchoCinco is? And if you want me to be so for real, that don't mean shit to me. That means nothing. That's a man with money. That's a man who built his own life, put his little talents out on the field. OchoCinco, not saying, your talents ain't working, nothing. You are a great player. But people get so caught up in people with money, they forget that these are everyday people that probably have not even gone through life traumas, worked through themselves, and you want to sit up here and name drop? Who gives a fuck? Who are you?
Very naive, so I wasn't speaking to him.
Heavy on naive. And I understand because I've been there.
Hey, you want a picture? He asked me. That's all Joe Cinco. He asked me, do you have a boyfriend? What did my dumb ass say? Yeah.
You're dumb for being loyal?
While I was in Miami, that man moved his baby mama and his kids into his parents' home with him.
And, we love to argue this whole point of men always choose themselves. Men always choose themselves. Why are we not? What is the issue with that? What is the issue with that? Yeah, men. And you know why it's so easy for men to choose themselves? Because they put their emotional shit to the side and they get straight to business. What needs to be done? I need to do this. What will make me happy? And that's how you need to be thinking. What will make me happy? Not dating a man that already got kids, a baby mama. Then he done chose the baby mama. Are you crazy? Did we expect any other outcome? Did we expect any other outcome? That's why if you're a woman with no kids, date a man with no kids. Start off, even if it ends shitty, start the race off great. Start the race off great. Shit, damn.
And I turned down OchoCinco. That changed the.
You turned down OchoCinco, and she actively on his lap. Okay, girl, you could have bust him down if you wanted to. I don't think that it was that deep. So fuck out of here.
Get on here and they say, "Oh, we shouldn't be teaching the young girls to date for money." Yes, the fuck we should. I had women
and I'm not saying that Shira 7 is wrong. I don't completely disagree with her content. But what I will say, a man need to have some damn ambition. What the hell do you want to be? Everybody want to be a SoundCloud rapper? That is a fucking hobby. I'm not saying you need to put it down, but you need to be doing something else. Something more real world. Don't play with me. But stop playing with this stuff right here.
My family warned me, but I never had anybody break it down the way that Shira 7 is breaking it down today. And that's all. This is all I ever think about. When I see y'all disagreeing, if you're young and you're cute, and even if you got children, you don't even need to be childless, because at this point, that's neither here nor there. That's my personal life. You don't have to even be.
Looks are not everything. Do not think that you will be able to get so far in life with your looks. Yes, that is absolutely amazing. Yes, that is a thing. Pretty privilege is a thing. I can say that I benefit from that every day. People treat me quite amazing. I can tell you that. Pretty privilege has got me out of homelessness. Like, I'm not delusional to that fact. That is a thing. But stop fucking playing with stop playing with stuff like this. Stop with the superficial stuff. That means nothing. You need to be expanding your mind. Stop. Your Your identity has nothing to do with another man's pockets, because you know what? A man like OchoCinco is going to be here for you today and done with you the next. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Stop having kids with wealthy men to solidify a forever income or whatever, because I know that's what people do. And I'm not judging or anything like that. A fact is a fact. We see it happen all the time. There's people doing this like this is a game. This is not a game. This is sick. This is sick stuff right here.
Childish to things that Shira said.
Excuse me.
But implement them. Listen. Listen to her.
I don't know. I just really don't agree with some of this culture, because I don't know. Sometimes women, especially the women that I see, especially with videos like this, they require so much out the men, and it requires them to lack as a woman. Like, look at your character right now. You were ready to overly go on OchoCinco had he, I don't know, gave you a chance or whatever. Regardless of what your baby daddy doing, you need to be a good person. Y'all don't even be thinking about the motherland. Y'all be so stuck on your vessel. Get out of your vessel. And I'm going to tell you that so for real. If you are truly anybody who cares about God and truly believes in that, or actually wants to experience love in life, get out your damn vessel, and you need to get into your mind, man. Come on. All that she was spitting, it was quite bullshit. And I understand sometimes people be stuck in their ways, but I don't know. I don't like to put an age on stuff, but be so for real. What are we even talking about? What OchoCinco doing shouldn't have shit to do with you. What somebody else doing shouldn't have shit to do with you. Are you a good person or a bad person at the end and the beginning of the day? Money does not matter. What is up here? What is in here? What are people willing to, are you willing to even, do you even want, people don't be even wanting to go to the other side. But that's why I be so bothered with content like this, because people will just put a price tag on everything. You can't put a price tag on love. True love, you cannot put a price tag on. And I'm going to tell you that like that. So that has been another episode on Also Chanel. I hope you enjoyed that, because this has had me fired up, and this has like, it be stuff like this that get me like real passionate. But this has been another episode on Also Chanel with your girl Deanna Chanel. I hope you enjoyed this. But like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think. But yeah, bye.